Day 35 in the journal Journey of Learning. Let's discuss backup configurations for your network. The reason you want a backup configuration of your network are for several reasons. One of those reasons would be if someone makes a change to your network and you needed to compare the present configuration of the network to a configuration when you knew the network was working fine. That would allow you to identify what changed and what you need to actually revert back to in order to get your network back up and functioning the way it should be, or a particular service functioning the way it should be. Another reason you want to have a backup is in case a device goes down and you need to purchase a new device. And once the new device arrives, you would then need to place the configuration on the device. So rather than trying to create that configuration from scratch, you would use your backup configuration to restore the network or restore that device so that it works prior and perfectly um, to when you had the incident in the network. And the thing that I'm using to actually create my backups for the network is CAT Tools, which is by SolarWinds. This is a 14-day evaluation. I have SolarWinds here at the top of the screen. And at the bottom of the screen, I have Windows Explorer open. So we have two separate windows here. And the reason I have this window open because I want you to be able to see when the files are actually created or the backup files are created. This tool is very easy to use. Simply add the name of the devices and their IP addresses. I'm going to click on one now. And once you add all of your device information and how you're going to connect and give your files a name, you will go to the password tab and add all of your password and username. Very simple tool. Over here to the right of the screen, we have a task window or an activities window. So in this particular pane, I was able to create a task, and that task is actually set to run automatically. And that is exactly what you want to happen. You don't want to be executing your backups manually. You want those backups to take place on their own. I have these backups set to take place at midnight on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't necessarily really need that. This is just for demonstration purposes. And so what I'm going to do at this time is to actually execute the backup as opposed to waiting on it to run because I want to demonstrate how the backup should take place. So let's click run now. And we see the activities taking place here in the activities tab, or rather the info log. So we're seeing a log of what's taking place. We see backup running config results okay. We're getting some okays on the devices, and we see here where the configs have appeared. Let's just take a look at one of them. Let's take a look at the O2 router config. And as you can see, our configs are there. And that is a great tool and a great example. Now, one thing about this particular tool that I came across that is an issue would be here. For some odd reason, it will not grab the config of the wireless controller. I've been receiving a message that the username failed, but the username is actually correct. I think it's some sort of bug of some sort that is not allowing it to log in and pull that config. So I've tested this separately by using PuTTY and using TerraTerm with the username that I've provided on the wireless controller. And for some odd reason, it's just not logging in. So this is one drawback of this particular piece of software. Other than that, though, it works perfectly. Um, we have all of the other configs, and this is actually a really great tool. And so that'll do it for this particular activity in our project. Remember, always continue to think of many different ways that you can continue to expand and build on your project and just make it bigger and bigger as you progress in your knowledge of network engineering. Thank you for viewing.